Previously, Santanu Ghosh opened up how he entered the chartered accountancy field, highlighted his multifaceted expertise, and revealed defining incident that made him truly fall in love with his profession.
Any interesting stories you want to tell us? Anything that happened which
Coal India subsidiaries, Central Coalfield, we used to audit. And as per the arrangement made with the firm, they provided us with cook and associates, etc., to prepare the food and all that. By then, I became a partner. So when I went to finalize the accounts, I found that there was a lot of disharmony or misunderstanding between my boys. There were 10 or 12 boys were there. On inquiry, I found that there was a great deal of misunderstanding between the vegetarian people and the non-vegetarian people. Vegetarian people were not getting appropriate food, so that was one point of contention. The other group, non-vegetarian people, said that even though we get chicken, but we don't find the legs always. So it was quite interesting that how it can become a part of an audit process. So I thought that let there be some audit. So I called the cook. I told him, how many chickens you have brought? 4. कितने leg piece होते हैं? 8. I asked my boys, how many leg pieces were there? Said 6. Other 2 pieces कहाँ चला गया? He was not telling me. So I pressurized. And after a bit of scolding and all that, he said that he has given to Ansari, who is the secretary, to be carried to his home. So then I settled up the matter, and whenever there will be chicken for non-vegetarian boys, there will be paneer and some other substantial food for the vegetarian boys also. So that was somehow that situation was managed. In the next assignment, we stayed in one place called Gindi, and there had a good guest house there. So we stayed. We were about to come back to Calcutta the next day. I told the caretaker that you wake me up, you and me and 2-3 other chaps. Wake us up at 6 o'clock, give us tea and quick breakfast, we'll immediately move out. When I woke up, I found it was 7:30. I was damn angry with that caretaker. I told him, तुमको बोला था उठाने के लिए, उठाया नहीं. और सर उठ के जाइएगा कहाँ? It was torrential rain, and the entire area, the Damodar river was full. And there was entire area was flooded. Practically the water level has gone up to 3 feet of the pit mouth. And after 3-4 hours, I think some water has receded and we could come out of it in a jeep. They said you take the car, take the jeep to at least up to Asansol, Durgapur, wherever you can. We did that. There was a lot of problem on the en route, water logging, bad road conditions and all that. We went and somehow we reached Durgapur. But there's a bridge on the Durgapur barrage, over the barrage, which we could not cross because it was big potholes were there. Even jeep cannot cross that. So we got down from the jeep and then crossed it on foot. We found that there was a train which was delayed beyond 10 hours or 12 hours. We could manage to get into that train, and in that train we came down to Calcutta. It was a horrible experience. No food for the last 2-3 days. Just about a little bit of water. So that was one, but the camaraderie amongst the boys was excellent, and they all bore with the difficult situation, and we came back all alive. And it was again an experience of my audit life.
any advice you would like to give those who are, aspiring to study CA? Because in so many years of history, what is observed that majority of the people are not really able to, qualify the examination.
This course itself is very vast. I am not saying that this is the only course. Medicine, MBBS is also very vast. But CA course is very vast, and you have to do a lot of reading and variety of subjects, not one or two. It is not merely restricted to accountancy. It is accountancy, audit and all kinds of law. Accountancy is a creature of law. So therefore, unless you can grasp law or to develop an interest over law, it's very difficult to become a successful chartered accountant. That is one aspect, a very clear concept of accountancy. And then the added areas are standard accounting standards and standards on auditing. Besides that, there are quite a few standards issued by the Institute of Chartered Accountants, namely the Quality Review Board, quality issued by guidance note issued by Quality Review Board. So those are the areas where you have to develop your knowledge base to a great deal. Unless you are clear about those areas, simply writing an answer with reference to a book on auditing is not enough. So your knowledge base has to be spread over the entire gamut of the operational aspects of the industry. Because audit is essentially of business. So therefore you have to understand the business. While understanding business, you have to find out which are the weak areas, which are the strong areas.
But is that possible to cover for studying CA? Because I understand that there is articleship which needs to be done.
Objective of articleship is to gather enough of knowledge by your practical exam situation. Every industry is having different type of problem. Not all industries are having same problem. So therefore the problems have to be understood. Attempt has to be made to solve those problems. So while doing that, you capture a great deal of the reality of the situation. This is something that no book can straight away tell you. It's pure, that is why the articleship training of the CAs are one of the most valuable guides for anybody to become an effective chartered accountant. Chartered accountancy course, as I told you, it's a very vast course, and one has to read a lot. And reading a lot means you have to give up your social areas of concern. You have to be very unsocial and lock yourself up almost 10 hours a day, 10 to 12 hours a day. And if you can do that and complete reading of the books from cover to cover and then again repeat, then only it is possible to clear it. Otherwise it is very difficult.
Thank you so much.
সামনে যা দেখি জানি না সে কি আসল কি নকল শোনা জীবনে কি পাবো না ভুলেছি সে ভাবনা